Doing is we will be putting a clutch and we're gonna do electric fuel pump because this engine didn't come out with a manual one, and then we will be putting the valve cover seals, the intake gasket. I'm gonna do EGR delete on it. Well, I kind of did already, and then but I will show you what I did so you guys can see. If you guys don't want to buy the kits from like eBay or LCE, that's where I bought my first kit. It was expensive, but I decided to do it on my own. And then we're gonna install alternator, water pump, and that's about it, I think, for now, but we'll see, guys. So we're gonna be installing the clutch on the 20R. It's the same as the 22R too as well, but I'm gonna do it a little clean for sure before we install it. The clutch that I got it out of was from the Celica. I just wanted to replace it because it looked like it was, I don't know how old it was, so still had life though, but might as well be safe. And this is the clutch I'm using. It's from O'Reilly's, and I forget how much I paid for it, but that's the part number right there. You can see it. That's the part number. The 20R, and I think it also fits 22R. They're not that expensive, so if you're on a budget. And this is all I'm using. Looks well aligned. So when installing the water pump, it's not that hard. You have to remove let's see. You have to remove this bolt right here, and that one, this one. This one is pretty long. This one and this one. This one's missing because one of the studs was broken, so I just took it out. It's not a big deal. You can see it's pretty gunky on the inside. I'm gonna have to flush it once I run it for sure. The old water pump was a little hard to twist. Let's see if I can get it right. Yeah, it's right there. I also, well, from O'Reilly's. I think it has lifetime warranty. For this, I will have to be cleaning the surface. You guys can see it's all dirty. Water pump right here with gasket and some little studs to bolt on this right here. I like to put a little bit of silicone on the gaskets, just a little thin layer around, not too thick, just so it can hold the gasket to the water pump. And let's hope it runs right once we put it inside the truck, because supposedly it ran, but I never heard it. Well, it's a risk we're taking. The water pump pulley. Doesn't hit, so we're doing something right. Oh, PCV valve grommet. This is the part number, because I don't have one on this one. This is where it goes right here. Here's the old PCV valve grommet. All I'm going to do is put it in there, because I think I'm just going to use little filters and get rid of the PCV valve. It comes with 4 bolts. So it comes with bolts and lock washers. I'll show you guys the part number. That's the part number right there. It's 2554. As well from O'Reilly's. You would think the water pump would come with nuts, but it didn't. This comes with the studs. Now I'm gonna have to find one of these. So I did find the other bolt was on the old water pump. So obviously, make sure you look. But yeah, just all you gotta do is tighten them. Tighten it pretty good. So let's hope the fan doesn't fly out, right? That'd be funny. Got a new alternator because the other one looked a little rusty, and I didn't want to risk not working. So I got another one. As well from O'Reilly's, and the part number is right here. Right there, it's 40 amps. I wanted the 50 amp, but I think they had to do like a special order, but I didn't want to wait for that. We ain't got no time for that. Let's see. Oh, this one's nice and just leave it on there, cause. Alright, so well, let me just show you guys how I did my EGR little delete. It's nothing big. An extra plate from my last kit. I deleted that little water part. It goes to the heater core, but I'm gonna use this for the heater core because I didn't want to delete this part. I could have. I had also the plate for that, and then welded the inside and the each side of it. You can buy the plate. It's like maybe like less than 20 bucks, but I didn't want to do that. Might as well do it my own self, right? And EGR, I cut it off and I welded it shut right there. That's pretty much it to get rid of all those little hoses right there. And since that's the original carburetor, I'm not using it no more. And then the intake manifold, you have to plug this one right here, and this one, and this one. Then underneath it has a sensor. You don't have to plug it because it's just a plate, but I just felt like plugging it too. And you can also buy the plate for that right there. But they sell, I think I still have it, but I don't want to replace it. I was like, no need to for me. That's about it. I'm also going to install the Weber Carb. I will be showing you guys how to do that too pretty soon right now. But next for sure, I'm going to clean this out, install the intake manifold gasket, and it'll be this one right here. This is the part number. And I also got it at O'Reilly's. It's a Felpro. It's usually a good brand. So let's see how it goes right now, right? And I think I did mess up by closing this. But what I'm gonna do is cut it about right here. Let's see, how much do I need? Right there. What do I need over here? Pretty much as close as possible. Right there. There you go, guys. Custom. This was for the EGR, but I'm not using it. Man, you know what? At the end of the day, I should have just siliconed this. I think it would have been easier. What do you guys think? I mean, it's just cardboard. The bolts on. So we're gonna replace the valve cover gasket, guys. Let me see, what's the part number right there? Velcro. You know it. Comes with the half moons and the valve cover little stoppers. With half moons, we are supposed to put silicone, a little bit of silicone here and here, pretty much for the little indentations right here.
The problem is that it's not grooved. Nice. It's not a big deal. Should groove it in. Which I line it. There it goes. It's in.
So these are my little filters right here. Those I bought them with. I bought my first kit with LCE Performance. They're pretty pricey, so if you guys can find them online for cheaper, even better. Hopefully this doesn't leak right. So it looks like it's pretty high up. But we'll see. Couple Ooga Doogas never hurts. to use, but it came with a little DVD. It's funny. But we don't need that, right? We don't need no instructions. All the items right here. It's a little just thrown in there, pretty much. Not really organized, but we'll see what we do. See what we do. Not really much instructions. Actually, if you want to know how to put them on, this is the bottom plate for the filter, top plate for the filter. I think this is the filter. Looks like it. Yep, it's the filter. Tiny little one with a square. And this is the actual card. Here's the web package. Simple. Electric choke. It's already up. Not that hard, actually. One. It's the one that has the groove right here. Because of this groove. This one goes first. You use the plate, and you have to put the holes facing up. And obviously the groove is this side. But I'm also going to put silicone around it. You lay it down. Then I'm gonna go grab the bolts next. So if you have a 22R, you would be using the bolts on the inside holes. Because we have a 20R, we use the ones on the outer. And you need to pull Loctite on the top ones. And that's what I'm using, red Loctite. And it's a size 3/16, that's what I'm using. Allen. Instructions says don't over tighten them. Not too much because you don't want to break the plate because they will crack. Next you gotta put the other gasket and then the other plate. But I'm gonna do obviously silicone around this one. Off just by like, well, actually they are pretty off. Let me see, we're gonna have to see what we do right now. Don't forget to put a Loctite on these two. There you go. Now we install the bolts, the studs. I'm gonna put some Loctite if I got anything left. Put this gasket on. Now we put the carburetor in. A few lines facing that way. Throttle body facing this way. So I shaved down around this. I think I still need to shave more, but who knows? We'll find out. And I swapped these fittings because this side was gonna hit on the thermostat housing. So this fitting was gonna hit because it was on this side, but I just swapped them out. So I found the issue what was hitting. It was a little piece of metal, like a stopper was hitting in the bottom. Just grinded it off, and now it's good throttle. So we're good to go back to bolting down. So I tightened down the bolts. Now I'm gonna put the top. Filter. Top. You know what? It feels actually heavy. It's not. Yeah, there you go, guys. It's installed. So the kit provides this little bracket. All you gotta do is remove this little bolt, remove the original bracket comes with, install it, and then you use obviously your original throttle body, little metal piece. It's not a cable, but yeah, you get the idea. Spring right here, and then that's it. It's a little rusty, but brushed it a little bit. Has a little clip right in the bottom. Then you got to remove the part from the original one. I go on this one. This is the inlet, and this is the outlet. So the return line. So this is the inlet. That's where we're gonna run it from. And what I got was this. And that's the pointer right there. 9710. And the gauge 1561. And I went to my local parts store and bought a T-fitting with a little extension so they're not too close. And that's what I'm going to be using right now. There you go, guys. Then I'm going to use a fuel pump. Fuel pump I'm going to use is this one. Part number it is. No, I think it's a 17301. And it's 4 to 7 psi because I think the max psi you need is about 4 psi on this for the carburetor. And that's it, man. So that's what we did for today. We installed the carburetor, the little K&N filters. You get these on LCE Performance. Clutch. Let's see, deleted the EGRs, water pump, and clutch fan, new alternator, and the valve cover seals. That's it for today. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. That's it for today. Not much to do besides the valve covers and the stuff. I'll probably post a video of me installing the engine inside the Toyota pickup. It's a 1980. Has a flatbed that I gotta also redo because it was installed with 4x4s to the frame, so I gotta redo those and weld the metal plates probably so it could be more sturdy than 4x4s. And probably redo all the lights, redo all of the wood, probably put better wood so it could look somewhat clean. And then I'm going to put my dually wheels on it so it will be a dually with a flatbed. And that's about it. I'm just going to leave it in the interior the same. Not going to really do much restoration. It's a little toasted, but not bad. But thank you for watching, guys, and see you guys next time.